Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Haley has the night off. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Our top story, the rising cost of Hurricane Irma. Irma is proving to be very costly to the state of Florida. Already $250 million so far, and the final tally will likely surpass the amount spent on Hurricane Matthew last year. One of the many areas just beginning a very expensive rebuilding process is the Naples area. President Trump announcing today he plans to tour Naples tomorrow to see the damage and meet with the Coast Guard, FEMA, and first responders. Meanwhile, Governor Rick Scott is seeing the flooding firsthand. He toured the Clay County area today near Jacksonville, where many homes are underwater. Now to the damage here on the Suncoast, and a serious warning for people who live near the Myakka River in Venice. That area could see more flooding, that on top of the homes that were flooded just a couple of weeks ago. Sarasota County Sheriff's Office using its helicopter to survey the rising water on the river and the Hidden River neighborhood. Homeowners near the Myakka River are being asked to take precautions. And the Myakka is already starting to overflow its banks and areas and is expected to crest as early as late tonight. ABC 7's Bobeth Yates has more.
I'm off Myakka Road, and just behind me, one of the tributaries to the Myakka River, already seeing rising levels as flood warnings have been issued for this area. According to the National Weather Service, people in this community can expect water to crest at about 10.5 feet. Now, to put this in perspective, just a couple weeks ago when catastrophic flooding affected this area, it was only at 8.65 feet, so multiple feet above what was experienced a couple weeks ago. Now, this isn't the worst flooding. Back in 2003, they had floodwaters that crest above 12 feet. So there is definitely not the worst, but this isn't supposed to be taken lightly. Officials are saying that at 10.5 feet of floodwater increase, this could cause catastrophic flooding for the area, and they're advising people not to take this lightly. They're calling it a major flood concern, which means if you're passing a road that is full of water, you're not supposed to pass that. According to the adage, it says, turn around, don't drown. That's what they're telling people to do. Do not drive through the water because you don't know exactly how high it is and if that water can actually pick your car up. In addition to that, officials are telling people to just be cautious because over the next 12 hours, the water will continue to rise. So they're telling people to take a more cautious route, taking State Road 70 around. Now, it will add about 30 minutes to your drive, but they said better safe than sorry. So you risk going home?
Yeah, it's faster. It saves me like at least 20 minutes.
So are you worried that tomorrow, when the river continues to rise, that you're not going to be able to make it back?
No, I'm already going back. I'm not worried about that.
So you're not coming back this way, huh?
No.
Again, major flooding concerns have been in effect for the Myakka area as floodwaters are expected to crest at 10.5 feet. That's well above what it crested a couple weeks ago. Now, we'll be again monitoring this and bringing more information back to you.
Bobeth, thank you so much. The Myakka River area, just one of the areas that Suncoast Congressman Vern Buchanan flew over to tour the Irma damage. Buchanan taking a helicopter tour to see how the Suncoast fared during the storm, flying from South Sarasota County to North Manatee County. He also spoke with FEMA about making the elderly the priority to take care of first.
I talked to FEMA, and, you know, a lot of people will be inconvenienced, but we need to take care of people that are at risk. I went to a shelter at risk folks in Manatee County and see all the oxygen machines and different things, and a lot of them are older and fragile and frail. They need to get the priority.
All right, let's get a check on our weather right now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. A very nice day with no rain. We don't need the rain right now, Bob.
Yeah, Congressman doing a great job, too. He called me prior to the storm, or I called him back, actually, and let him know what the thoughts were on my part. And, again, very concerned about this storm prior to its arrival. Obviously, we all were. We had a big storm move through. It moved on to the north. It brought us tropical storm force winds sustained and hurricane force gusts for the most part throughout our viewing area. And so again, if you say you went through a Category 2 hurricane, you really didn't. You went through a strong tropical storm and a hurricane gusts for the most part up to Category 2 strength at times. So again, we dodged a bullet here for the most part, and cleanup the last 2 days has been pretty good weather-wise. It's been nice out there. No real threat of any rainfall, and sunshine, temperatures a little bit below average, just what you kind of need for this cleanup process. And it's going to go on and on, too, for at least over a week here along the Sun Coast. And you can see some rainfall out here in the Gulf of Mexico. Not a lot going on with that rain, but it continues to move off to the northeast. But it's a long distance away, and it looks like this will continue to move off in a general northeasterly direction, but should, you know, for the most part, weaken as it gets closer to us. It's about 50, 60 miles offshore, continue to push off toward the northeast, and that would mean we have a long time to go before that gets here. So scattered showers are possible in the morning hours, but for this evening, nothing around at this point. A few showers well down to our south, and we still have a significant flooding going on to the Peace River, and that is going to go below flood stage, looks like Saturday morning after 11 o'clock. That's the estimate anyway at this point. It is now at 18.2, I believe it is, and the actual flood stage is at 11, to give you a little idea how high that river is right now. The dry air is thinning out a little bit. There's some moisture being trapped in pockets, as well as some drier air slipping off to the northeast. This is backed off, and so this will stay to the north, and we'll see a little bit more moisture coming from the south, which will give us a better chance for some showers and some storms. Well, 85, it's clear. A heat index at 92. We have a west-southwest wind at 7 now. The pressure is rising, which is always a good thing. We'll have more in our forecast in just a few. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. Governor Rick Scott wants those who evacuated Florida to avoid rushing back to the state. Still, many of those evacuees are heading back today. ABC 7's Erica Jackson shows us what drivers can expect on the roads and why other families are still choosing to stay away up north.
A lot of drivers are delaying their return to the Sun Coast because of a gas shortage across the state. But now more ports are open. And today, millions of gallons of gas are coming in through Port Tampa and will be delivered to gas stations across the state. The Florida Highway Patrol has 20 troopers dedicated to fuel escorts from the different ports. The Florida Department of Transportation has already assessed major highways for damage. FDOT is working with Google's emergency response team to reflect damage and closed roads through Google Maps. Fuel is slowly and surely getting replenished, especially in gas stations around our area. At this time yesterday, this mobile off University Parkway and I-75 did not have any fuel in stock, but now it's back and ready for you at the pump. Reporting in Sarasota, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Erica, thank you so much. Now let's get a look at our roads in the First Alert Traffic Watch. And as those evacuees return to Florida, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge is open, all green, moving smoothly there. And as we move south, you can see some slowdowns on I-75 as you get towards the Manatee River. But beyond that, it looks green, and things are looking pretty good at this hour on the interstate. Again, as those evacuees try to head home. A big problem, though, in I-75 near Tampa caught on camera earlier today. One of our viewers capturing this video of a car on fire and the big plume of smoke around 1 o'clock this afternoon. This happened just a few miles past the Brandon Mall heading south. No word on what caused the fire, for any driver or any passengers were hurt. Number of people on the Sun Coast still without power is down dramatically. Florida Power and Light crews have been working day and night trying to get those lights back on, and they are succeeding slowly. Just 2 days ago, 60% of Sarasota County was without power. Today, it is down to around 30%. So right now, FP&L reports around 80,000 customers in Sarasota County are still without power. Manatee, it's 55,000 without the power, and Charlotte County is down to around 40,000 outages. DeSoto County still has a little more than 6,000 without power. Students on the Sun Coast will not be returning to class this week. Both the Sarasota County School District and the Manatee County School District have announced schools will be closed for the rest of the week. Part of the reason, a lot of the schools are still without power, and because schools served as shelters during the storm, there's still a lot of cleanup that needs to be done across those campuses. And today, crews are busy getting classrooms back in order so the classes can resume on Monday. Today, district leaders answered questions about the impact Irma had on our schools. Janelle Fort shows us where the cleanup process stands.
The buzz of cleaning machines rings through Virgil Mills Elementary as custodians work to transition the building from storm shelter back to a school.
We opened 24 shelters. We served over 25,000 evacuees, and we lovingly called them our guests, starting on Friday and closed on Monday.
But now the only indication of the thousands of evacuees who spent 4 days here riding out Hurricane Irma are the mounds of trash in the back of the school. An air mattress here, a cot there, and a sleeping bag sticking out of the bins.
As you can hear the noise behind me, they are in those rooms doing deep cleans, and they're cleaning the walls, they're cleaning all the tables with a special solution.
Just a few days ago, this place was packed from the hallways to the classroom with evacuees and their pets. But now this place is starting to look a lot more normal.
We're doing better. Each day gets better. And so today we've been able to prioritize some custodial staff at non-shelter school sites into the sites that were shelters, and that's huge.
Across the Manatee County School District, leaders say they were lucky most places only had minimal structural damage.
Our damage has been limited to some roofing damage, some water intrusion, either through roof systems or through doors. We've had some stadium issues with stadium lights, and that high of wind, it twists the lights around.
And a bit of a mess in some of the cafeterias where food spoiled with the loss of power.
We did have 11 schools that lost all their foods. The managers are in the process of entering new orders, which will be delivered on Thursday and Friday.
The challenge now is that some schools still don't have fully restored electricity.
We have 3 that have absolutely no power. We have 3 that are working off of generators.
And they need that power to complete the cleanup process. Still, district leaders are optimistic and say they're confident by Monday everything will be ready to go. In Manatee County, Janelle Fort, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Janelle, thank you. Still to come in your Suncoast News, a grim discovery in the scorching Florida heat. 6 elderly people die from conditions in a nursing home. Next, why police are launching a criminal investigation. And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast for the rest of this week. And the Suncoast Blood Bank issues a call for help. Coming up, why the supply is at dangerously low levels.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
So you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. And all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. Independence U for an independent you.
Call 1-800-671-4817.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and co-insurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book and DVD. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. Call 1-800-558-8779.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
8 people are dead in a South Florida nursing home after an air conditioning issue left residents in the sweltering heat. The exact causes of death are not known for the victims of this Hollywood facility, but we do know there was a prolonged power outage after Hurricane Irma and the air conditioning was not working. Florida Governor Rick Scott says he's going to aggressively demand answers and how this could happen. This is now being called a criminal investigation.
You know, it's a sad state of affairs. You know, we all have elderly people in facilities, and we know that we depend on those people in those facilities to care for our most vulnerable elderly population, and it's really sad when something like this goes on.
115 patients from the facility are now at South Florida hospitals, 12 of them in the emergency room. We will bring you updates on this story as we learn more. And while millions wait for power companies to restore service throughout Florida, there are more dangers with the misuse of generators. To our south in Bonita Springs, 20 people, including 13 children, were hospitalized for possible carbon monoxide poisoning. And in Orlando, a generator running in the garage poisoned and killed 3 family members. We were just talking yesterday, Bob, about the dangers of a generator and that gas that you just can't smell. It's odorless and colorless, and it's deadly. And you know, one of the other issues when we start to get the rain is you can't get these generators wet, of course.
Right.
So people, that's the time where they'll maybe bring them into a patio or somewhere.
Or they're worried about them being ripped off. You know, you can't just put them in the garage. We talk about this all the time. I think we should start to include now in the hurricane supply kit, disaster kit, detectors. You can buy those for $30. You know, $30 will actually alert you to the fact that if that is getting into your home, that's probably going to be a part. It should be a part of that. And you'll notice what's happening. We're getting these deaths, you know, in Florida as a result of the after effects. Not so much during the storm, and that's becoming more commonplace too. We're learning how to protect ourselves from the dangerous wind and running from the water, but we're not again getting that message out how dangerous it is after the storm moves through. So lots to go as far as that goes, and lots of cleanup taking place all across the state for that matter. We are looking at beautiful weather, at least to do it with, right? We haven't had any significant rainfall around here. Cortez Bridge webcam showing a nice day out there, some clouds occasionally moving in, but for the most part, fairly calm conditions as a result of a high pressure ridge which is nosing in. And on top of that, the dry air that had been around has really shut things down as far as any significant rainfall goes, and should stay that way through most of next week. Now, the rain chances will elevate a little bit here on Thursday and Friday, and then should taper off over the weekend as things go. Wanted to show you this path again. This is Irma's path, but also notice this area. This is also where Jose is. The Jose's been kind of stagnant in this general region, creating big waves with those heavy winds. And then here is the path of what Irma took. You can see the discoloration of the water temperature. This is a water temperature map, and the lighter area indicates where the storm actually moved on through and cooled temperatures down. You can see 82 degrees right there by the Turks and Caicos, 83 just north of Puerto Rico, but still very warm in the Caribbean, and that's where storms start to develop late in September and into October, so we'll have to watch those, but into the mid-80s there. They had been in the actually upper 80s to low 90s in this region just a few days ago, and it looks as though we will continue to see that cool off, especially where Jose is. Well, some showers and storms, even some lightning strikes out there, but lately the trend has been for these showers to weaken somewhat as they push off to the northeast. You can see the active sea breeze starting to develop down near Naples and Marco Island as it heads off to the east right now, but not a lot going on here. Should stay that way too through the evening. Tomorrow morning, maybe a few isolated storms near the coast, and we can say goodbye to Irma. It's just an upper level low now, spinning off basically to the northeast through Kentucky and Ohio, and so going to actually move off toward the northeast tomorrow. Well, the satellite imagery is showing some of that moisture starting to work its way back. It's not extreme, so we're not expecting a widespread rain event tomorrow or Friday. Some scattered showers I mentioned in the afternoon and evening with isolated cells coming in the morning. We will see, though, a nice evening tonight. Generally fair skies and temperatures into the upper 70s. For low temperatures tonight, we should be down in the mid-70s. That's fairly typical for this time of year. A little bit cooler next week, so that looks to be good. Low 70s, we'll take it for low temperatures next week. 85, the current temp at the airport. Could be worse. Humidity at 67%. We have a west-southwest wind at 7. The barometer 29.93 inches, and that is rising ever so slightly. The high today was a few degrees below the average at 86 degrees. 89 is our normal, and the record 95. And this morning's low was nice, 70 degrees this morning to start things off. And as far as the rainfall goes, +4 for the month so far, and +15 for the year, 15 inches above average. Temperatures around the state, it's 85 here, 88 in Orlando, 86 in Miami. Key West still not reporting, and 83-degree water temperature now, 91 in Arcadia. Temperatures all in the low 90s in Hardy, DeSoto, Highlands, and looks like that will stay that way too tomorrow. Temperatures here a little bit warmer each day. As that humidity starts to pump up a little bit, we'll start to see a little bit warmer temperatures here. You'll feel that too. So some isolated showers and storms possible on Thursday morning, then a better chance for scattered storms in the afternoon. The temperatures will stay on the warm side in the inland counties into the upper 80s right near the coast. Well, there it is. This is Jose, and Jose is getting sheared apart right now. It is down to a Category 1 hurricane, just barely holding on. It's moving to the south at 3, and then it's going to head off basically to the northwest, and then to the north, and then to the northeast. The storms we like to see that stay out to water. Here's the forecast for boaters tomorrow. Winds out of the east, turning to the northwest at 10 knots, and seas running right around 2 feet with a light chop out there. Water temperature 83, and beaches will see a high right around 87 degrees. High tide upcoming, 9:45 for Sarasota Bay, and sunset at 7:37, sunrise at 7:15. Partly cloudy, warm, and basically dry for everyone. Until the morning hours tomorrow, we'll see some isolated showers and storms moving in. The extended forecast, well, there's our elevated rain chances Thursday and Friday, tapering off on Saturday and Sunday, and looks to be a little bit cooler next week for lows anyway. High temperatures will still be close to seasonal averages. Scott?
Bob, thank you. The Suncoast Blood Bank reopened today for the first time since the storm, but its main office is still on generator power. After the storm, staff members had to check and see if there was any damage to any of their properties or those bloodmobile buses. The blood bank is back open, but because the center has been unable to collect blood and platelets since September 8th, their supply is now dangerously low. The two things that are desperately needed now, O-negative blood type and platelets. Platelets only last for 5 days and are critical at this time.
This is for our community, for our local hospitals at this moment in time, and once we can collect enough blood to support our hospitals, we'll certainly be helping out other blood banks within Florida, because obviously the need there is great as well.
Suncoast Blood Bank and Sarasota Memorial Hospital are teaming up for a community-wide blood drive tomorrow and, well, it'd be Friday. Yeah, they will be held at the ballroom at Michael's on East Restaurant in Sarasota from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. tomorrow and from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Friday. If you can donate, please get out there and do so. Coming up, new video of the Florida Keys. FEMA gives new estimates on just how many homes are wrecked in that area. Plus, an unforeseen impact of Irma, where this massive hole has opened up in Florida. Straight ahead.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
It's Lincoln Summer Sales Event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sport Utility for $269 per month, or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC7 shows on your streaming device.
We're getting more and more video of the destruction along the Florida Keys. Here's a look at the homes torn apart, boats overturned, abandoned, rows of homes underwater. There's still piles of tree branches and debris leaving roads impassable. FEMA says 90% of homes in the Keys are damaged or destroyed, but residents are slowly returning to see what's left. Hurricane Irma's impact on Florida has taken many forms, including fatalities, massive destruction, power outages, and today it manifested itself in the form of a giant hole caused by stormwater runoff. A jagged cavity opened up behind a middle school in Apopka, devouring a chunk of the West Orange Trail. People in the area are being urged to steer clear of that area. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, people around Arcadia waiting for the floodwaters to subside, but one couple may not wait for the water to go. We'll tell you why, coming up next.
When you want to get away from it all, to a place where you can do everything, or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wanna Be Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabeinn.com.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
This is an important medical announcement. BARD IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a BARD IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the BARD Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the BARD IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And I'm Ray Collins. With gas still out across most of the Suncoast, residents are scrambling to find more fuel.
We'll tell you when you can expect to see gas back at the pumps across our area tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast. John?
Rain chances are starting to go up. We'll let you know exactly how much rain to anticipate in the days ahead. Plus, we'll take a look at Jose.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.